Sega.
Setting up your car is all about getting the balance right. Now that balance might be between oversteer or understeer, or the trade-off between downforce and drag. The front and rear wings on a racing car make a huge difference to the aerodynamic performance of it, commonly known as downforce. Getting the trade-off right between the amount of downforce and drag is vital, as one makes you fast in the corners while the other helps you go quickly down the straight. The front wing on a racing car is the part that cuts through the wind first and therefore dictates how the wind flows over the rest of the racing car. If we say that the aerodynamic performance accounts for 70% of a racing car's performance, the front wing probably accounts for 60% of that, so you have to get it right. The rear wing angle has a great effect on the rear end stability of the car, but it also has a big effect on the drag and therefore the straight line speed. Now this setup will vary greatly from track to track. A circuit which has long straights requires a shallower angle, while one with a lot of corners needs a bigger angle for more rear grip and confidence for the drivers. Shorter gear ratios allow you to stay in a higher rev range, and these are commonly used on tight and twisty circuits. However, if you've got a long straight, you're going to run out of steam before the end of it, and therefore you need a longer gear ratio to make it work. Choosing the right gear ratio is also dependent on your aerodynamic setup. If you've gone for a lower drag setup and higher top speed, you'll need longer gears. You'll never get a suspension setup that's perfect for the whole circuit. As such, you need to find a compromise that works for most of the track across the bumps, the curbs, and the different variants of corners. The suspension setup is also interlinked to the aerodynamics and the tires. A stiffer setup is better for aerodynamics, but isn't good for tire wear. Knowledge is key here. The more you do, the more you learn, and the same goes for your drivers and engineers. Sadly, there isn't a magic wand when it comes to car setup. Listen to your drivers and your engineers, and also rely on your own knowledge. Use the practice sessions wisely to gain as much information as possible.